Life and death, we choose life. I feel alive, and so does Israel's Imri Ziv. Should we talk about it? Let's do this! You guys, Israel is making us dance, baby. Imri Ziv has chosen a Mizrahi-influenced song with Near Eastern, Middle Eastern elements. It is funky, it is fresh, it is saying no more ballads, y'all. Let's dance, let's party. But
in Tel Aviv, if I may add.
No doubt. Do you want to join the party, Devin?
Girl, I've got my LL flight booked. Totally. I mean, I love this. I have to say, though, this is one of the very few entries this year that had a much stronger impact on the first listen. So the first time I heard this, I was like, now I'm trying. You know that dance?
Yes.
I feel alive. I loved it on the first. But, you know, of course, you know, we are in the bubble. We review this all, you know, we kind of constantly listen to songs, and now it's faded for me. It really has. Other entries have sort of matured in flavor, and this one is just vaporized for me. That said, I do like the EDM dance genre. You've got to give it to looks. Imri Ziv looks good. Oh. He sizzles in every frame. The guy just bangs it out.
Temperature's rising, barometer's getting low. Get me wet.
It is raining men, hopefully, in Tel Aviv, because all the people in that video were stunningly beautiful as well. Not just Imri, but, you know, yeah. Imri is on another level, let's say. I just kind of feel, though, that it is a little bit forgettable after a while. When you compare it with all the other songs, I do struggle to actually think, oh, Israel, I remember that, I think it's great. And it's good, and I did enjoy it when I first listened to it, and I thought, actually, Israel have really turned it up this year. But now I'm kind of like looking back on it and I think, well, I don't really remember that much of the song, and we've always said he's got the problem of he was the backing singer, he was the backing vocalist. He will need to bring an amazing stage show, which they probably will, but amazing stage presence, and we haven't seen it yet, but he hasn't really had the chance to, so hopefully Israel will really work with him, and this will work. And they have got the plum spot of performing last in semi-final 2, which does make me think they probably will qualify. Yeah. But it's all just kind of very average, it feels like, in the end. And average doesn't do great at Eurovision.
Yeah, as you guys know, I'm a huge advocate for Israel, but Imri is just a little wooden. However, wooden can catch fire. Yeah. There can be smoke, and I think that he's working hard right now, and they're going to draw that out of him. They're going to make him move. I think he will peak at the right time. At Eurovision, you need to climax at the right moment. None of that premature, you know what. And I think he's going to do that. They put him last in the running order, so the producers, the content producers at Eurovision know that something big is in store. The fact is, we all liked this on first listen.
Oh, yeah, much more,
and that's
actually.
What matters.
My score is dropped on repeat, based on repeat.
And that's just because you were listening it so much because you liked it. So there you go. But whereas the typical Eurovision viewer is not a geek like us. They're seeing it once, they're voting, done. So I think this bodes very well for Israel. I do think Israel will go through. I think it just sounds so different, not even from the ballads, but also from the other upbeat songs because of that Near Eastern, Middle Eastern influence. Yes. It's all going to play in his favor, and I think the video gives us a clue that they are going to make this fun, festive fiesta. They understand what they need to do. They've done well the past 2 years for a reason. They know how to combine song and staging. I have no doubt they'll do it again.
I do think, though, that he doesn't quite have the charm or like boyish appeal of Nadav Gwedge in 2015. I think he brought something so, you know, fun to the stage, and Golden Boy even now is kind of like this iconic Euro club song
timeless.
That comes on, and this isn't. And that is why I don't think he will reach the heights of Nadav, because I think Nadav finished in the top 10 in the end. Yeah. I don't quite think he'll get there, but I don't think it'll be a disaster if he gets to the final, which I do suspect he will.
I actually prefer Hovey Star's Made of Stars. I think that was an excellent entry, and I love the whole androgyny thing that he was serving. I have to say, though, Imri just looks amazing. And I like and I also like the progress report that the visual presentation kind of demonstrates. You know, like he'd done the backing, because you could see that in the video, and now this is his time to shine. And what he just needs, I agree with William and Chris, again, is good staging. And I think good staging will fix many of its shortcomings.
Yes, well, it is time to go around and give our scores out of a 10 along with the justification. Chris.
I'm giving this a 6. Again, I kind of feel it's kind of very average, and it probably has gone down in a couple of points from me from when I first heard it. But I do think that there is potential. I do think Israel will make the final, and I wouldn't be sad for it to make the final.
Yeah, I don't think this is as good as Golden Boy. I don't think it's as good vocally. I don't think it's as good of a song. However, I still think it's good. I'm not as down on this as a lot of fans are. Actually, I was in an Israeli Eurovision forum, and there were a lot of negative comments about the song, and I think they're unjustified, because I think this is a good entry. My score is a 6. And I think you understand why. I just think he needs to loosen up a little and let the true Imri shine, because that authenticity, that freedom, that's gonna get you places, honey.
Well, my score on first listen when we first reacted was really high. Today it's a 5.5. I just feel that a lot has evaporated, and it's not really holding on to anything anymore. Yeah, I feel alive. Yeah, I felt more alive on the first spin.
I feel alive for the first 2 minutes, but in that final minute, y'all, I'm approaching death. In any case, there are more Wiwi jurors than just the 3 of us. There are more than 30 on this year's panel all around the world, in countries from Australia to America to the United Kingdom to Romania. And we have averaged their score, and it's going to appear on the screen right now. Wow,
that is high.
That's higher than I expected.
That is high. You know what? And I agree. I think it might be what you said earlier, William, about first reaction. But although Wiwi bloggers would have heard it
well, many of our jurors wait to listen to the songs all in one setting, and then they compare, so they probably haven't heard it as many times as you.
And I do think he's very personable. He's very likable online as well. He knows how to connect with his audience and his fans. So that's why I think he probably will be able to bring it on stage, and he will connect. So, yeah. It's good.
Banging body. That's what we think. What do you think? Is Imri Ziv giving you life? Do you think the song will go to the final? Let us know here on Wiwi Blogs.
Girl, I am off to Tel Aviv. Oh God. Do like, subscribe, and follow us on social media platforms.
And make sure to download the Wiwi Blogs app, available on iOS and Android. And shout out all your comments on there.
All y'all put the star in the Star of David. See you later. Bye!